This is chapter 18 of important synonyms. So the word for today is covenant. The meaning of the word covenant is agreement. And the word covenant has got 40 synonyms. But the meaning of each synonym has got a minute difference in the elucidation or in the meaning of those words. Those could actually be meanings as well as types of the word covenant. So I thought I should make a note of it. Here we go. So the word covenant means agreement. The first synonym is contract. That's also an agreement, right? But contract is an agreement concerning job or sales or tenancy, and it's enforceable by law. The second synonym or the type is treaty. Treaty is a formal agreement between states. The third synonym is instrument. The word instrument does not refer to any equipment or a tool. There is another meaning for the word instrument, and that is any legal document is also called as instrument. Next word or synonym is pact. It's a formal agreement between individuals or parties. A party means group of individuals. The next synonym is accord. Accord simply means agreement. Any agreement is accord. Next synonym is deal. Deal is an agreement made between many parties for the benefit of their business or politics. Next synonym is bargain. It's an agreement made between two or more people or groups regarding what each one will do for the other. Next synonym is settlement. It's an official agreement to solve a dispute or disagreement. Next synonym is concordat. It's an agreement or a treaty between the Vatican and a secular government relating to their matters of interest for the public. I hope you know what is a Vatican. It's the residence of the Pope. Next synonym is protocol. It can or cannot be included. That's also an agreement between parties or people involving a set of rules about mannerisms or etiquettes and all. That's there in every field and sector. The standard procedure is called as protocol. Next word is entente cordiale. That's also a synonym, and it's a French word. It's not at all formal. It's an informal understanding. It's an informal alliance between states or groups. Now the next synonym is understanding. Understanding has got many different meanings and connotations, but one particular meaning is agreement. Understanding is an informal agreement based upon trust without involving law. Next, 4 synonyms are pledge, promise, undertaking, and assurance. Now, all these 4 have the precise and exact meaning. It means that you are agreeing to do something in particular. You assure that you will do this and this will happen. That's also a kind of agreement or promise. Next type of covenant is bond. That's a formal agreement which is enforceable by the law. And this agreement is made either by the company or government with the people, stating that their money or insurance will be repaid with a fixed interest amount at a specified time. So this is bond. Next synonym is indenture. It's a legal agreement or contract or document. Any legal agreement is called as indenture. Next synonym is guarantee. That's also a type of agreement or assurance that a product will be repaired or replaced if the specified quality is not met. Okay, that's also an agreement. Next synonym is warranty. That's similar to guarantee. Warranty is also an agreement or a promise from a company or a person stating that they will replace the product if it has got any fault within the fixed or stipulated time period. Next synonym is warrant. It's different from warranty. Warrant is also an agreement made either by government or a legal authority asking the police to make an arrest or to ensure justice. Next synonym is commitment. Commitment is a promise or a pledge. Next synonym is vow. Vow is also a promise or a pledge. Next synonym is deed. That's also an agreement, a document which is signed and delivered regarding the ownership of property or legal rights. Next synonym is resolution. So this is also an agreement. It's a decision taken by the legislative body of the government after taking a vote. Next synonym is convention. That's also an agreement made between states on particular matters. But convention is less formal than treaty. Treaty is a more formal agreement between states. Next synonym is lease. Lease is also an agreement between people or parties that you are gonna use the building or room for a stipulated specified period of time. Next synonym is certificate. Now the first meaning of certificate is it's a document saying that whatever written is true. It's a fact. The second meaning of certificate is that it's a classification given to a film by a board of censors stating that this movie is suitable only for this particular age. Next synonym is license, and that's also an agreement from an authority or government stating that you should have the license to use your automobile, or you should have this document or license to carry out the trade of alcoholic drink. Next synonym is franchise. Now, one meaning of franchise is voting right. But other than that, The next meaning is an authorization agreement from a legal authority or government given to an individual or parties saying that yes, you are permitted to do these commercial activity. Next synonym is engagement. It's a formal agreement for marriage. And other than that, it's also an arrangement to do something or to go somewhere at a fixed time. Example, I have a dinner engagement at 8 p.m. We have next two synonyms, and that is armistice and truce. Even these two are agreements. Now, what is armistice and truce? Imagine two groups are involved in a war, and these two groups make an agreement that they will stop fighting. Got it? So, suspension of hostility, cessation of hostility is an armistice and truce. Next synonym, alliance. That's also an agreement made between countries or organizations because they have some mutual benefits or interest. Next, two synonyms that are similar are league and confederacy. Now here also some states or countries, they agree or make an agreement to come together because they have some mutual or common benefits or interest. Next agreement or covenant is insurance. Insurance is an agreement made between the insurer and the insured that the insured will get some money in case there is some loss. Insurer is the company, insured is the individual. Next agreement is surety. Now, surety is nothing but people agreeing to be a guarantor or sponsor for somebody else in case they default on some court proceedings or on financial basis.